Our next presenter comes all the way from Springtown, Texas, which I gather is a little bit away from here. He currently serves on the Board of Governors, chair of the new Callers Committee. Vernon will be presenting another special CALLERLAB award tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Vernon Jones.
Okay. Thanks, Tony. This will be no problem. The Lifetime Achievement Award was first presented in Norfolk, Virginia in 2016. I know because I presented it. Matter of fact, I don't know, Ted, if you've gotten one yet, but they used to give a chairman book to all chairmans, and one of the entries in the chairman book was suggestions on what to do on your last speech. And it was suggested that you tout some of your achievements while you were chairman. And I've always been uncomfortable doing those kinds of things. But I will say, and I am proud to say, that the Lifetime Achievement Award was my doing. I proposed it. Thank goodness the executive committee that I had at the time, Ken Vitucci, Deborah Carroll Jones, Patty Green, and Barry Clasper agreed with me, because if they would have disagreed with me with all that brain power, there's no way in the world I could have debated any better. Especially with words that Barry Clasper comes up, where I actually have to carry a dictionary so I can be able to understand it. This recipient started calling in 1955, although it has been reported that he actually called his first dance much earlier while he was in elementary school for his mother's class. His mother, who was an elementary school teacher, wanted the class to do a square dance, so she made him do it. And he has been calling ever since. He has called all over the U.S., Canada, and in many parts of the world. He was also the first caller to call in the old USSR. He played important roles in the formation of the North Texas Callers Association and the Texas State Callers Association, and served both groups as the first president of each. He is a lifetime member of each association, and in 2008, he was inducted into the Texas Callers Hall of Fame. For 13 years, he taught a 1-hour credit PE course on square dancing for the University of Texas at Arlington. He is a recording artist and has recorded for Square L, K-Lox, Blue Star, Global, Desert Gold, Fine Tune, and Royal Records. He joined CALLERLAB in 1974. He has been chair of the Applications Review Committee, also known as the ARC. As a matter of fact, he was instrumental in proposing the formation of this committee. He has also been chair of the Accredited Caller Coach Committee and the Basic Mainstream Committee, as well as vice chair of the Alternate Dance Program Ad Hoc Committee that was later changed to the Team 2000 Committee. Currently, he is a member of the Accredited Caller Coach, Basic and Mainstream, past chairs, plus Public Relations, SSD, and Caller Training Committees. And if anybody who's on those committees pays attention to committee business, you know that he has no problem stating his position. He has served CALLERLAB as a member of the Board of Governors for 14 years, the Executive Committee for 7 years, and as chairman of the board for 2 terms. He has received and been present to accept the 25 years in calling and 50 years in calling certificates. He is a Milestone Award recipient and is one of the very few honored with the CALLERLAB Gold Card for lifetime membership. He is an CALLERLAB accredited caller coach, and he is one of only 2 CALLERLAB members to attend every CALLERLAB convention to date. And tonight he will become the 4th recipient of the CALLERLAB Lifetime Achievement Award. More than all this, he is a dad. And yes, he's my dad. And he's dad to my brother and sister. He is dad to his 6 grandchildren and to 3 great-grandchildren. And I can't leave out how important his wife Deborah has been in his life. And I don't care what anybody says, he is still the greatest caller ever. Please join me in presenting and congratulating this Lifetime Achievement Award to Jon Jones.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Vernon. My #1 son. I don't know that I've ever been at a loss for words. That this is something that I certainly was not expecting. $5 for each photo. I appreciate this so much, and Vernon told a lot about me and about my life and about my career. And it's been something that there's no end to it. So many people that I have known all over the world. And with Jerry's story, he's spent time in my house. And I have other children. I have another son and a daughter. And Amber is my oldest grandchild. And my 2 great-granddaughters. And Vernon's wife, Kayla. My wife, Deborah. The Rock of Gibraltar. And I appreciate this so very much, and thank you, CALLERLAB. I have loved every minute that I've been involved in CALLERLAB. Before CALLERLAB was organized, I knew 2 years before that it was being talked about. There was somebody that was involved in it that kept me informed of what was going on. And I appreciated that very much, and I was very glad to be able to get invited to join back in 1974. And it's been a pleasure, and I look for many more years. Thank you so very much.